Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. Welcome back to the show. We're so excited to have our friend here, Mike Bova, joining us again, our nationally touring comedian and artist. And he's got a lot of fun tricks up his sleeves and amazing tunes and songs I'm learning. Yeah, roll up the sleeves. I
did wear long sleeves. I'm like a magician. It's like I want to roll my sleeves up. Nothing got my sleeves. You know, people ask me all the time. They found out I'm Sicilian, right, Jill? They say, "Is your family in the mafia?" I'm like, "No." I said, "They're all magicians." Like magicians, they go, "Yeah, they make people disappear." You know, like, can't bring them back. They can disappear better than David Copperfield, never to be seen again.
Awesome. Oh my God. Mike, you're an awesome guy. You're from Utica, New York. Tell us a little bit about yourself, new time listeners and viewers here today to start. And can't wait to hear the new tunes too. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Watertown, New York, which is basically a suburb of Canada. Like it's I grew up about a half hour from the Canadian border in the province of Ontario. Moved down to Utica with a job and love it. We're kind of landlocked. I mean, you guys, have water and stuff. I'm like, what's the biggest, lake around here? They're like Oneida Lake. I'm like, oh God, I grew up on Lake Ontario and the St. Lawrence River and all that kind of stuff. But I love Utica, the original Sin City. I fit right in. And that's where I'm based out of, and I'm touring the country.
Awesome. And you had a little, you played this little tune last week that's going viral, and I think there's more inside. Tell us what you're working on.
Yeah, so I never thought I would write country songs. I grew up not liking country. I liked all other genres pretty much. Well, I'm not really too much into jazz, but and then like I didn't like cats growing up either. Like like cats, regular domesticated cats, not the show cats, which I've seen. But so we took in a stray cat. He kind of grew on us. He was hungry. I felt compassion, and I fed him. And then we took in a few cats, and I became a cat person. But I still love dogs and all that. And country music is kind of like cats. It just kind of grows on you, and before you know it, bam. And so I've written songs, funny songs, and I've written some country songs. And I'm like, I thought I would never write country. It's crazy. Happens
to be my favorite genre of music. My goodness, as you just figured out. But like, I am obsessed with country music. I grew up on Long Island, and everyone's like, what are you listening to? And then I'm so upset that they took away our old radio station, 103.5. It used to be the, and then it moved over to another station. Anyway, long story short, now country's becoming like cool, right? And it's like the thing. And it's so crossed over.
It's the new rock and roll. So I just wrote a song a couple days ago, and it's already copywritten. It's already published, and so it just popped into my head, and I'm like, okay, so it's basically country music meets rock, okay? Because I grew up, heavy metal guy and all that kind of stuff. You want to hear it?
Sure, I would love to.
Okay, so all right, here we go. I'll play a little bit for you. I grew up a rock and roller. Heavy metal was my jam. But now that I'm older, I've become a country fan. I love country music, it's just true. I'm addicted through and through. Country music, if you listen to it, you'll be addicted to. Something like that.
I love it. Good job. By the way, how long have you been playing the guitar for?
I've been playing guitar since I was 7, so I'm not going to reveal my age. I've been playing a really long time. My first band, I was 9 years old with a drummer from Kenny Chesney. Like we talked about the last time we were doing a podcast together.
That young? How did you learn? Who taught you how to play guitar like this?
Well, my brother tried to teach me. I have an older brother. He's 18 years older than I am. So basically, when he was graduating high school, my parents are like, "What do you have for plans for after high school?" And he's like, "I don't know. You're gonna babysit, so you got a little brother on the way." So my brother played in a rock band. He was an incredible Elvis impersonator. I mean, he could have went to Vegas and made it. Looks just like Elvis, sings just like Elvis.
You're kidding.
And no, I'm no joke. And so as soon as I could stand, I was a roadie. And I love the music aspect. He had an electric guitar that I tried to play, and he tried to teach me, but he bought me a guitar when I was 7 because I started out on drums when I was 4, and I just happened to learn on my own, self-taught.
Wow. Like I have a 6 and 8-year-old and I would love to get them to play an instrument, but being
Sure.
that I'm a mom that doesn't play instruments, it's hard for me to kind of instill something like that.
Yeah.
But to get them inspired like that, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Mike, right?
Yeah.
Because guys get the most chicks who play guitars, don't they? Is that true, Mike?
uh, I grew up a lead singer and a lead guitar player, and so I got it, doubly. But yeah, I always grew up with groupies around and stuff like that. I never really kind of dated them or whatever because they were just like, I don't know. It's just it just was it just wasn't for me. But I dated a lot of women, all from a very young age. Gosh, yeah.
How many, Mike? I'm
Oh,
joking. I'm just
yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying to be the comedian today. Come on, help me out. I know
Oh,
my
I
jokes are
know.
horrible.
It's been a lot. It's really. Can I play a parody for you? Because I do
Do it.
parodies and all this stuff. So,
Go for it.
tell me if the reason. Tell me if the reason I broke up with this girl is shallow. Okay, I'm gonna do a little song for you. It's I usually play it on my electric guitar with distortion, but this is a parody of Prince, one of Prince's songs. Here we go. She walked in, and I looked. Never seen a pretty stuff, baby. Yeah, and
Okay, you're breaking up a little bit. I hate to say it, so I'm missing like every. I'm sorry. Yeah, I couldn't hear the whole thing.
oh, okay. So basically, it's Princess. You got the look, but you got a boog, like a
Yeah,
booger,
yeah.
and so I saw that. I'm like, after that, when she went home, I just never called her again. And so people like, I said, tell me if I'm shallow. I said, listen, I was 15. Okay, she was 14. I'm just like, I had never seen a girl with a booger hanging out of her nose, and just like it just. I couldn't do it. I just never called her again, So
We all have boogers, Mike. All right, so
I know
tell
we
me.
do.
So hold on. There's some more parodies. Or any more you want to share while you got the guitar in hand today?
Yeah. So you like country? So my wife and I rent apartments, and we rented to a young couple in their mid-20s, maybe, and they had 3 young kids, and the youngest one was like 2 years old. So they were partying all night, and they were passed out in the morning. So the 2-year-old walks down the stairs of the second floor apartment and starts playing in the street, and a neighbor finds a return to the safety. So I wrote a song about it. That's Willie Nelson. Here we go. In the road again. Your kid is playing out in the road again. The life you love is when you party with your friends, and your kid is playing in the road again. In the road again. Just playing while you're passed out in the house again. When you wake up again, she'll be in the custody of CPS, because you're a mess. Sad, isn't it, Jill?
Oh, it's sad, but it's funny. It's so true, though.
Well,
But is
it,
that
it
really a
is.
true story, though? Like,
Yeah, it's a true story.
Oh my God.
It's sad, but it is
Sadly
a country
true,
song,
but
so.
it is a country
Yeah.
song and it is funny,
It is
though.
a country
Oh, as long as the
Yeah.
kid's okay, that's a good song.
The
Okay,
kid's
good.
okay. I wrote a song about it because the kid was fine, and yeah, all that good stuff.
Oh my goodness. What about your biggest hit? Skinny Jeans?
Oh, Skinny Jeans. You want to hear Little Skinny Jeans?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Skinny people wear skinny jeans, and the rest of us, well, you'll see what I mean. Great cut, boot cut, relax fit. That's so they don't split when you sit. Skinny people wear skinny jeans. Yeah. So you know what I think about? I think about, like, I don't know if bottoms have come back in this style since bell bottoms first came out. I don't know if they've come back at all. Have they? Because you're a fashionista.
No, I don't think they have. No.
So this is my thought. It's like when a guy like me, has a little bit of a gut. Okay, some people call it a beer gut. Some people call it a gluten gut or whatever, because I guess it's from wheat now or something like that. Maybe it's the hops and barley in the beer. So when a guy, like, one of the verses is, I see my friend, he's got like a little gut like me, and I go, dude, those look like bell tops. Okay, you got skinny and it goes up like this, or like bell top jeans. Okay, stop it. He said, they're athletic sport do you play? He said cornhole. That's that they have that and poker on ESPN. They're just looking to fill time. I said, what's next going to be? What's going to be next for ESPN? It's going to be like croquet. What's you know?
Losing you. Hello, Mike Bova. Are you with me? Sometimes things freeze. It might just be the internet connection. But there you go. But you froze on a good spot. You like this. So I don't know if I look frozen on your end.
Jill, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you're frozen.
You're coming through. I'm gonna have to come to New York City. We'll have to do this in person.
Seriously, we should. Okay, do me a favor. Remind everyone how we could reach you.
I am frozen. All right, so there's a few ways you can reach me, and I want to talk about my music competition as well. I'm in a music competition, the opening act of this concert in Newark, New Jersey at the Prudential Center Arena, and it's to raise money for the American. So it's the 10th annual We Can Survive concert. To give you the
Mike, we were going to take a quick
radio.com.
Very bad connection. I'm not able to hear most of what you're saying. I want to take a quick commercial break here and re-sign in to get you back. Is that okay with you? Let's do it because I hope it's going to fix things. Hold on one sec.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Welcome back. All right, Mike Bova, how can we reach you? Tell us the website.
So the website is mikebova.com, and I'll be making some changes to it and things like that. I'm looking for anybody who wants to sponsor my show, my tour, which raises money for America's Vets. I do a ton of shows for VFW's American Legion, so you can join the mission. My mission is twofold: to make America laugh and to raise money for vets. It's such a great cause, Joe.
Aww.
And yeah, I've been doing it for 11 years. I actually started out doing after I was doing podcasting. I did a couple of weekend shows for a veteran center here in Utica, and I love raising money for vets. They're our heroes, and they get forgotten. I don't want to forget them. So mikebova.com, MIKEBOVA.com, and then connect with me, including yourself, on Instagram. It's Comedian Mike Bova. I'm on Instagram, and I post a lot of reels on there, so there's a lot of funny stuff on there. I'm on Facebook, Mike Bova Comedy. That is my page on Facebook, and I'm trying to think what else. So I'm on TikTok and Twitter and all those good things. So.
Oh my goodness! So what made you get into helping the vets? Could you share that story?
Sure. So I was doing a podcast, and my podcast was called the Funny Business Radio Show. So I had people on like Dave Coulier, Uncle Joey from Full House, and I had Ed Asner on a couple of times, and it was so cool to have Ed on my show. So I had about 250,000 listeners worldwide, and I don't know why I left doing the podcast because I got into comedy, but I should have kept it going. And somebody said, because you have such a large audience, you should partner up with like a charity and try to raise money for them. So people were mentioning like the MS Society and the American Cancer Society and the American Heart Association. I'm just like, oh my gosh. But when somebody said veterans, I'm like, I'm in. I am in, because that is such a great cause. And, listen, these guys go out to war, they go overseas, they come back, and PTSD is real. And I want to be a part of the coalition to prevent veteran suicide, 22 vets a day. And we need to do what we can to stop that. And this concert, so I'm in a music competition, and if I win this competition, which is huge for me, I'm going to be the opening act at the We Can Survive concert in Newark, New Jersey. It's going to be at the Prudential Center Arena, 18,000 fans expected. And they haven't announced who the headliners are, but it would be a big deal if I won that competition. So the proceeds go to the American Foundation for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, which is such a worthy cause. And if people would go on and vote for me, just go to mikebova.com and then just I think I have it on there, but if not, I'm gonna add it right after the show. Just vote for me. It's $10 for 10 votes. If you vote today, I get 20 votes. But if I win that, that'll be life changing. I'll get to perform my songs at that show.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And by the way, are you on any social media as well besides the website?
Yeah, so social media, I'm on Instagram. I'm comedian Mike Bova on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. My page is Mike Bova Comedy. So if people want to connect with me, just follow my page. Follow me on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Twitter. Twitter's Mike Bova. I think TikTok is comedian Mike Bova. So Jill, if you want to connect with me, that'd be awesome on Instagram, especially. I do a lot of reels and a lot of funny stuff. And listen, we need to laugh. We live in a messed up world. I mean, between politics and all the stuff that's going on in the world, we need to laugh. So that's my mission, is to make America laugh. Not again, just to make America laugh, and to raise money for America's veterans. That's my cause.
Oh, that's awesome. Mike Bova, I'll get you. It's comedian Mike Bova, you said, on Instagram. Awesome. What else
Yes.
do we need to know? Fill us in.
Yeah, so the music competition is really, really huge for me. If you can vote for me, especially today, that would be awesome. I'm recording a lot of songs, and if there's somebody out there that's listening, because I know you have a ton of business listeners, I need someone to get my songs into the hands of that can make them go viral. I do want to shoot like a live music video for Skinny Jeans, where everybody's wearing jeans. Some of them wearing skinny jeans, some of them wearing boot cut, straight cut, relaxed fit. And I want to shoot a music video for that. I think if we shoot a really cool, funny music video, then that can certainly help it go viral. But these songs are really, really good. And if I can get them into the right hands, I know the songs will go viral. I even think the songs are God-given, because when you can write a song, like, you ever try to write a song, Jill?
No,
No?
I have not. I don't think I'd
Okay.
be any good at it. I don't know. What? Yeah, I guess anyone can write a song, right?
Well, the thing is, if you can write like a little poem, you can write a song, right?
Okay.
You try to make things rhyme and all that stuff. So I love abstract ideas. So I was a contractor. You take a plot of land, you build a house, and you take a piece of paper and a pen, you just start to write the words down. But when I try to write in like my own mind and whatever, it doesn't really work out too well. It's like, what rhymes with orange? Can I say borange? But when I get a song that's like downloaded in my brain, I almost think like it's like God-given. Skinny Jeans, I wrote it within an hour. This new song my new song is called Country Music, and which is really cool. And the song, I literally wrote it, melody and lyrics, like within minutes. So I'm like, this is really cool, And I'm an optimist. You never know what's going to happen from one day to the next. You never know what doors are going to be open for you, right? And some people call it the universe. I call it God. But, to have Ed Asner on my show, my podcast, I never planned on being a podcaster. Dave Coulier to open up with, for Skippy from Family Ties. And I was on tour with the Ultimate Robin Williams Tribute Experience. I opened up for Dave Attell in Niagara Falls. I'm an optimist. You never know what is going to happen today. Like yesterday could have been like the worst day of your life, but it's only like 24 hours, and today could be like the best day of your life. So,
Aw.
I'm always optimistic. I believe good things are going to happen this year. I believe this is my breakout year, and a lot of things are happening right in my life right now.
Oh, this is amazing. And you started just as a local hometown guy. Tell me your backstory. I mean, for new listeners today, would you mind sharing?
Yeah. So I never planned on getting into comedy. That's for sure. I grew up a stutterer and had a huge fear of public speaking. Like in the school plays in elementary school, I was like, can I just be a tree? And, remember the movie Billy Madison? So
Yes.
the
Yes,
kid's
yes.
reading, and Adam Sandler's like, I think it was Sandler. He's like, today, Junior, And so I was that kid. I was that stutterer. And if somebody would have told me back then, when I was growing up, it's like, you're going to be a comedian and you're going to, I'm like, no. But I always loved comedy. And then I got into it back in 2012. I was just doing some local shows. and I did that veterans fundraiser, and I was just off to the races. And so now it's on a larger scale. Now I'm booking shows all over the country, and I actually just booked Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. I'm sure you've been there. Great casino, and I'll be at the comedy club. They're called Comix, Comix. I'll be there October 15th, and as soon as I get the link, I'll share that on my website. But I love the comedy club, and I did play at Mohegan Sun for the veterans of the state of Connecticut. I did a show there at the Cabaret Theater, and I love playing casinos because you get comp drinks and and food and a hotel room, and I've stayed at some dives, Jill. It's like, I tell people I've stayed at some Motel 5s, and they're like, "You mean Motel 6?" No. It's not as fancy as Motel 6. And they don't leave the light on. They don't leave the light on for you, but trust me, you don't want the light left on for you. You don't want to see what you're walking into,
No,
So.
I agree. Oh, awesome. Well, we still got 4 minutes left here. And how are we going to
Yeah.
sum it all up? We got another song for us?
Sure, I'll do another song. Did I do my Silent but Deadly song last
No.
time? Okay, so a guy goes to yoga with his girlfriend, and then this is what happens. So it's I went to yoga with you because you asked. What happened was unexpected. The first downward dog, I'm seeing someone's butt, and all of a sudden she farted. And now I'm holding my breath, trying not to laugh. It's everyone's looking at me. They don't know why I'm laughing till I cried, because it was silent but deadly.
That's great.
So that's another song that I have. That's a funny one, and I performed that for the first time. I'm doing my one-man show, so it's Mike Bova one-man show, and it's a 90-minute show. It's stand up, and it's parodies. I got a couple originals.
gosh.
I do celebrity impressions. I do like Mike Tyson, and I realize this. Mike Tyson has gotten older. His voice used to be a little bit higher before,
did, right?
But now it's like he's matured a little bit, so it's still Mike Tyson and all that good stuff. But I do Bobcat Goldthwait.
Love him.
And if you want to drive your wife crazy, just do like voices. Do like, "Hey yo, Rocky Balboa," you know what I mean? And just do that. And just if you want to drive your wife or girlfriend crazy, which I don't recommend, because you know what? There's all these stories, Jill, on Facebook about women poisoning their husbands. I just saw one last night. This lady was putting chlorine bleach in her estranged husband's coffee maker. And he set up a camera and caught her, and she got arrested. It's like, guys, you better be on your best behavior. It's like, because your wife might try to poison you. So it's like, now I'm thinking about it. It's like, I'm a conspiracy theorist. If like my wife was like, "Hey, I made you some coffee," I'm gonna be like, and she's got one too. And then I'm thinking, did she poison it? Do I have to as she looks over there, do I have to switch the coffee cups real fast? And you know what I mean? You've seen those in movies, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So guys, be careful out there. Treat your wives like gold, all right? So you don't want to get poisoned.
Thank you so much, Mike Bova. Tell us how we can reach you.
MikeBova.com is the easiest way, but if you're on Instagram, it's comedian Mike Bova. That's comedian Mike Bova on TikTok. On Facebook, Mike Bova Comedy. That's my page. Connect with me. Love to hear from you. When people follow me on Instagram, I send them a message. Thank you for the follow. And people are amazed that I reach out to them. They're like, "I've never had that happen before, but I want to connect with my fans and in general, because I want to know everybody's a story, and I want to know about people too, as much as I can reach out to them and help them. I mean, I love helping people. I want people well. One guy hit me up. I said, "Thank you for following me. How are you doing?" And he opened up, was like, "I'm doing terrible. I don't have money for food for me and my son." And I sent him some money, and I said, "I'll be praying for you." And yeah, it's I love connecting with people. It's life is all about people.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Mike Bova. Pleasure having you back, and looking forward to the next time we speak. Thanks for the
Absolutely.
parodies. Thanks for the fun. And we'll check you out on the website and on social media.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.